And so it's important to move our ankles every way they can, and we're going to draw our first name with our foot. So there's my L, A, U. I'll be quiet. All right. And then come on down. Now notice which side was easier. Usually, I'll give it away. Usually it's your dominant hand foot. So if you're right-handed, then it's your right foot is easier to draw with than your left. So we're going to go back over to the other side again. So now we're going to do last name. And if yours is that long, do half. So go ahead and move as much as you can. Get some movement in that ankle. I really think it would be better to do cursive. We're probably the last generation that's doing cursive. And go to the other side when you're ready. You might hear a lot of cracks like I do. And so whenever you're finished, we'll just bring our feet to the floor and we're going to lift the toes. So just lift them up and then bring them down. Now scrunch your toes, so draw them in. And then let your feet go flat. If you can, spread out your toes as much as they're able. And then we'll do that again. So lift up your toes, then bring them down. Now scrunch. And then spread them out as much as they will. And then we'll bring the feet in just a little bit more. Now lift your heels and drop them. Walk your feet out and lift your toes. Or your whole front of your foot, actually. Bring your feet down, now back, lift your heels, and drop down, walk forward, and lift your toes. Yep. And then bring your feet back in again, and just lift and release your heels. So bounce on your heels a couple times. And then go ahead and just come to still and feel your feet firmly on the floor and press into them. And as you do, see if you can grow taller in your spine. So lifting up, the ribs lift slightly, the shoulders lift, and go ahead and lift your elbows too. And then go ahead now and exhale everything, but keep the spine nice and long. So it's inhale, and as you do, expand those ribs horizontally, and then exhale, firm the belly. Feel that core. Inhale through your nose if you can, lift, and then exhale, pull in low belly. And go one more, breathe, and then bring it down, push that breath out. Yes. And then just neutral, let the arms shake a little bit and move your wrists now, bending the elbows. And we're not going to draw our names with our wrists. We'll just go around and then go the other way. And then we'll come back, bring the hands, palms up, curl in the fingers slightly, and then move your wrists. And feel that stretch, especially in the back of the hand with the fingers curved. And then other way. All right. And then we'll just release and just open, big open, close, big open, and close. Now bring your elbows out. We're going to keep the hands closed, lift them up, and bring them back down again. Now, as you start to lift your hands up in the air like we just did, let go of one finger at the time. Thumb, index, ring, middle, ring, pinky, and then come back down, pinky, ring, middle, second, thumb. So it's inhale, thumb to pinky, and then back, exhale, pinky to thumb. And go one more, and then back and down. And then just release your hands, and we'll put this hand on the back of the hand, on the top of the leg, and let your opposite foot, your right foot, come out. And what we're going to do is the hand is relaxed, so the fingers are not stretched straight out. I want you to inhale, and as you do, inhale, like feel it go down your arm and open these fingers. At the same time, lift your opposite toes. And then exhale, bring everything back, toes go down. So it's inhale, open, and then exhale, close. Now we're going to do one finger at a time. Inhale, thumb, each one all the way down, and then exhale, starting with the pinky foot comes flat. Do that again. Inhale, lift that foot, and one finger at a time, open. Then exhale, come back down. Yeah. And then let that foot come down. Let that hand rest. This hand right here on top of the leg. We're going to lift these toes, and we're going to let the hands come out with the fingers slightly curled. So we're going to inhale, down that arm, stretch the fingers, lift the foot, and then exhale, do the pinky, each one all the way down. Now do it all the way up. Inhale, thumb, ring. I can't get on my fingers. You know what I mean. And then start with the pinky, come down. I'm going to get it right this time. Inhale, thumb, pointer, middle, ring, pinky, and then exhale, each one down. We'll go one more. Breathe, opening, lifting, and then exhale, each one down. Yes. And then bring both feet back. And from here, I want you to just slide your hands to your kneecaps, just the tops of your knees. And then go ahead and drop the chin round the shoulders and pull in the ribs. And now come up, letting go of your knees. Inhale, lift, and let the sternum lift right in the center. Then exhale, come back. The hands go over the knees. You're rounding, pulling in the low belly. Inhale, expand. Feel those ribs lift. Lift your chest. And then go one more, just manipulating the spine, getting the flexibility. Inhaling back up again. Yes. And then just come back and sit in our mountain pose. We're going to let this arm come out again. Let that left other foot, right foot come out again. And we'll lift and stretch and then bring it down. And we're going to switch. So lift and stretch, bring it down, up, bring it down, and one more, up, and bring it down. Now bring this arm up, this foot out, and keep the heel down and the toes up. We're going to bring this hand right here on top of the leg, and you can either put your hand on your side, behind your back, or hold on to the chair. And we're going mid shin with the toes up. And then come back up, and as you do, let that foot drop, raise that arm. So back, coming down, lifting the toes as you come forward, and then the toes release slowly as you lift your hand. And try to match the amount of time it takes you to do each side. And then slowly dropping the toes and raising this arm. Beautiful. Walk that foot back in, put your hand down, release this hand, bring it across your body, and put your hand right here on the upper arm, hug in, and slide down that arm, just all the way down. And put your fingertips here now, and we're going forward, forward, and forward. Yes. And then just rest that hand, walk your left foot forward, and we'll bring this hand in the air, this foot up, toes are up. Now drop everything down, left toes, right arm, and then inhale, coming up, lifting, exhale, coming down, in and lift, and exhale. Now we're going to lift those toes up, lift that arm up, bring this hand behind you, bring this hand over, and then as you lean down, the toes are up, you go mid-shin, and then come back up, inhale, reach. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lift, and go one more. Exhale, down, and then inhale, lift. Yes, and then just bring that arm down, bring that foot in, bring that hand across the body, hug, slide. Yeah. Then bring your fingertips here, come forward, and come forward. Yes. And then just release, release that hand down, release that hand down. And we're just going to shake out the arms, shake it, shake it, shake it. And then rest the hands on the tops of the legs. Let your chin drop down now, and we'll move the head as if you're saying no. I just want you to loosen things up in the neck, little side to side action. Try not to force. So I had a student in class yesterday, just started yoga about 2 weeks ago, 88 years old. I think I told you about her yesterday. And her doctor coming back to the come back to the middle. Her doctor told her to do yoga. And go ahead now. I want you to look to the right. And don't force it. Just notice what you see when you've looked in that direction. Go ahead and move your eyes over to the left and notice what you see. Colors, how far back you see. Come back to the center. Look back over this way. So her doctor said she needed to work on arm strength. We're just going side to side. And she said, but it's my legs that are weak. And basically the doctor said what I blurted out to her, everything's connected. And it's true, everything's connected. So if you're at risk for falls, come back to the center. Now drop your chin, which we all are at our ages, and I know about how old everybody is. If you do start to fall, you need your arms to help you maybe regain your balance. So they are important too. All right. And then let your head come back to center, come back up. You're looking straight ahead, and we'll take the hands now with the fingertips spread apart and interlaced. Flip the palms so that they're facing me and push out. And once you're out there, I want you to start to drop your chin, round your shoulders, pull in your ribs, and then your belly. And then now reverse, come back up, inhale, come back. And here's your exhale. Start with the chin, the shoulders, the ribs, the belly, and then inhale, come back. Now let go of your fingers, and I want you to interlace in a non-habitual way. So if you always do one way, move one finger over. Now we're going to flip the palms, and instead of going out, I want you to come up. So flip all the way up, stretching, and then come down to your chest. Palms are facing your chest. Now go to the right and press out, extending that left arm longer. Come back to the center, go other side, right arm longer. Come back to the center, we'll go here. Now go up, pressing at a diagonal. Come back and up at a diagonal. And then guess what? We go down. So press down, come up, other side, press down. Then back up, back to center. Now let go, really wiggle the fingers, massage your hands like you're washing your hands vigorously. And then we'll bring our fingertips to the shoulders and now go back. So elbows back, in a circle, and the shoulders rotating with it. So just feel that. Feel it, feel it, feel it. And then come back down. Now bring your arms out. We're going to take this left arm over the right. And then backs of the hands together, and you can interlace if you want with the backs of the hands together. Squeeze your elbows in and just lift up as much as you're able. And then come back down. And when you come back down, release your fingers and bring them to the elbows. So come back in and hold on to your fingers, little interlacing. And then squeeze the elbows together, release the hands down. Now we're just going to put the other arm on top and bend the elbows, backs of the hands together. Let your fingers sort of grab. Inhale, squeeze those elbows together. Exhale, let those fingers go. Calm down and go one more, interlacing. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then release, come back down. Now move your hands to your elbows and walk your feet out wide. We're going to rock over to the right and lift that left elbow. And when you come down, round your back and lift up on that other side. So down and up, down. Breathe. Exhale, breathe. Exhale, breathe. And go one more. Exhale and breathe. And then just let go. Let the arms come all the way down. And then walk your feet in. We're going to press the arms back. Reach behind you. And then release. Now bring this hand up. Left hand, right hand presses back, and right leg lifts. Switch. Left hand presses back, left foot out, right hand out. Press back. Spine is long. Don't get lazy in the spine. Up. And then one more. Stretch. And then come back down. Release. Shake it out. And then just notice how your body's feeling. You feel where you've stretched, where you've not stretched. And one place we haven't stretched is in our low back, not a lot. So we need to get in that space and elongate the spine. So we need to come to standing. So come on up to standing any way you want. I'm going to move my screen up so I'm not cut off. So here's the deal. This is my new saying. It's no hands, one hand, or two hands. So your choice, right? We're working on balance. And of course, the more we require just our legs to do, the more, balance challenged we will be. So if you want to just start off with holding, we could all start on the same page. We're going to feel the feet firmly on the floor and then start to lift your heels up high. And I want you to notice when you're up here, are you putting more pressure underneath the pinky toe or underneath the big toe? Can you make sure everything's evened out? And then calm back down again, calm back down. And once you're down, lift your toes. So feel all of them lift up, but you're underneath your pinky toe, underneath your big toe, that's down. Heels are down. Now bring the toes down. And then I want you to scrunch your toes in and feel your arches lift. And if you're getting a cramp, shake it out, do whatever you need to do because feet like to cramp. And then unscrunch your toes. Lift all of the toes now and see if you can put them down, starting with your pinky toe and then follow to the big toe. And then other way from the big toe to the pinky toe, lift. And then bring everything down, everything down. Now we're going to lift up this left arm and raise up the heels at the same time. Again, I want you to notice, where are you feeling the distribution of your weight? If you need to come back down and go back up again, you can do that, but try to have it even under the pinky toe and the big toe, right? And then come back down slowly, let the heels drop. Now switch and do this arm, coming up. And again, notice, and you see me, I had to come back down and go back up. That's perfectly fine. Do what you need to do. And then we'll calm down. Now we're going to start to test the waters. Coming up, inhale, and see if you could have a lighter touch on the chair, if you can, or completely let go. And if you do completely let go, notice where the pressure goes in your feet. Just as this is a noticing. Anytime you need to hold, do hold. Hold two hands, one hand, or no hands. And then calm back down, calm back down. We're going to lift the toes for a moment. Do a little lean forward with the chest, with the toes up. And then come back to flat feet. Now we'll go the other arm. So this arm's up. I'm lifting the heels and then test the waters, right? For you, have a light touch, have no touch. If you wiggle wobble, look at something dark on the floor that you can focus on. If you need to come down and go back up, do it, do it, do it. All right, whenever you're ready, you come down. So calming down. And then we're going to lift the front of our feet again. This time, I want you to bow your chest low until you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. And then lift the chest back up again. Feet go flat. Lift your heels. Now tighten your buttocks. Pull them in. Pull in this low belly. And then raise one hand or both. And then slowly come back down again. If the balance is challenging for you, do what works for you. Do what works for you. Lift your toes again so you're resting on your heels and come back forward. You're bowing forward. And then we're just going to bring the feet flat again. Now step this leg back, and we're going to be on the ball of the foot, the ball of the foot. Bend your knee by the chair so your front leg is bent. And if you can, raise the same side hand up. So you're holding with your opposite hand. We're going to drop the heel down in the back, let that hand come down, and then we're going to raise that heel up. Going to drop that heel down, arm comes down, and we're going to raise the heel up. And go one more, drop down, and then raise the heel up. Now, if you can, let go of the chair with that heel up. If that's too challenging for you, keep one or two hands down and then lower the heel. Lower the heel. Lift, hold one hand, two hand, no hands. Lower the heel. And go one more. Keep that belly firm. Breathe. Exhale, press that heel down. Now bring both hands to that chair. Step up, and we're going to let go. Bring your hands in fists. Bring them on your low back and give yourself a good back massage in the kidneys. So just rubbing, rubbing, rubbing. Now let go with one hand and keep one hand on that area. So I'm going to let go with this hand. The other hand's here. It can either be the back of the hand or the palm of your hand. The other hand goes right here. I want you to lift up the sternum and then lean into your back hand. Lift up the sternum, lean into your back hand. So your hips are going forward. And then inhale, come up. And then one more, lean into that backhand, lift the chest, lean into that backhand. And then come back up and let go. Let your hands move because we've held on, and manipulated the hands in all kinds of different ways. All right. And now we're going to the other side. So I'm just going to move my chair so you can see me better. So first time I did it, I used my left leg, and now I'm using my right leg. Okay, so we have our back foot back. We're on our whatever foot is your other foot back. You're up with your heel in the back, and you have your opposite arm up. We're going to draw down and up. Draw down and up. Now we're going to switch because I did that opposite arm before. We're going to bring both that heel up, that arm up, and then bring it down. So inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, raising that heel. Exhale, lower. And go one more, coming up. And as we did last time, you can keep holding even with two hands, or maybe let go with the other hand. And we'll do that same thing, dropping the heel down. You may want to drop the arms down Or if you're using one arm, you could do that. Drop the heel, drop the arms down, up. Please stay safe. Drop the heel, drop the arms down, and then come back up. Beautiful. Just bring your hands down, walk it up so that back foot comes up. We're going to get a nice long stretch. So walk with both feet back, and then we'll bow forward, lift up your toes, and pull in your low belly. So you can even put your hand there to encourage it to engage. Now let go, bring your feet flat, lift your heels, tighten your buttocks, lift your chest, bring the feet back down again, bow forward, hug in your belly, lifting your toes, feet back down again, lift your heels, tighten the buttocks, lift the chest, and then back down again. Now walk up towards the chair. Going to bring the hands in the fists and rub again. Give yourself a good massage. And then we'll leave one hand back there, whatever hand you want, the other on your sternum. So you're leaning into your back hand, lifting up into the front hand. And then relax. You might want to do one more. Breathe. And let go. And then just let go again, manipulating the fingers, moving the wrist a little bit. Yeah. All right. So now I want you to move around your chair so that you are standing in front of where you would sit. So we've been holding on to the back of the chair, and now we're going to do a child's pose in front of the chair. So put your hands where you would sit and walk back, and then start to move your weight mostly into the back of the feet, but don't lift the bottoms of your feet. We're going to start to sit like you're sitting in a chair behind where your tailbone is. Let your chin drop down. So get soft in the neck and the shoulders. Engage your low belly. And then start to press into your feet. Come back up where your legs are straight. And now hands are on the chair, right? I want you to imagine that you're isometrically pulling your hands back towards you, and the top of your head goes forward. Now rock back where you're on your feet, distributed weight. Start to lean your tailbone back, sit back, draw in the low belly, let the neck soften, back of the head soften. And then press into your feet, come back up, legs are straight. Isometrically pull your hands back towards you as the top of your head goes forward. If you want to, you could lift your heels slightly and then drop them back down. Do that again. Top of the head comes forward, lift your heels slightly, and then bring them back down. Now go ahead. Push back, sit back, and let your tailbone drop, as well as your chin. Awesome. Press into your feet, come back to this down dog position. So now I'm going to step my foot, one foot halfway to the chair, and bend that knee slightly and step the other foot back. Make sure that your back foot is not directly behind your front foot. I want you to make sure of that. Now, with your front foot, you have pressure under your big toe, pinky toe, and heel. Start to lift your back heel and lift the whole leg. Lift up. And then slowly bend that front knee and lower the foot down. Do that again. So you're moving your weight into your front leg, lift that back leg up. Now, if you can, the opposite arm from your back leg, let it reach. And then we'll bring that hand back to the chair, bring that foot down. One more time, lifting that leg, lifting your opposite arm, and then coming back down. Now just step your front foot back to meet your back foot. Make sure there's space between both feet. We're going to do what we did before. Lean the tailbone back, sit back, let the chin drop. And then press into your strong feet, come back up. Now we're going to step our other foot back, forward, and other foot and the opposite foot go back. And we're going to move our weight into the front leg and lift your other foot. Come back down. Inhale, lift, and if you can, lift your opposite arm. So if your left leg's out, it's your right arm, vice versa. Bring that hand down, bring that foot down. And we'll go one more, lifting, extending, lift up that belly. Breathe. And then bring that hand down, bring that foot down. Walk your front foot back to meet your other. We're going to bend the knees, sit back, 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 back. Now straighten the legs. Go ahead and lift your heels in the back and then pull your hands back as your top of your head goes forward. And then rock back and stay here. Soften your knees and walk up towards the chair. So walk it up, walk it up, walk it up. And then come all the way up. Roll those shoulders back. If your wrists are hurting, you may need to reevaluate whether you're going to do those. You might do I could show you a different variation. But let me know, okay? Because I could film a different variation. So shake the wrists out. One thing, it hurts my hands to put my hands flat like that. A lot of times I'll put my hands into fists and do that instead. So I don't have the hands coming straight back like that. All right. Anyway, let me know, okay? So just shake it out. And we're going to we haven't really moved the spine side to side, so we're going to do that. Let your left foot come out to the side. You're going to put your right hand on your hip and left elbow up. Start to move your weight now into your right leg as you lift your left heel. And then the heel will slowly come down, and then your elbow. We've done these a lot, this isolation. Coming up, dropping first the heel. Notice how that feels in the hip, and then the elbow. And go one more, weight in that right leg, lifting, belly firm, and then exhale, 1, and then 2. We're going to rest that hand down, walk your feet back in, take your right hand off of your side, and now bring your left hand on your hip. Okay? The right foot will go one step over. Your right elbow bends. And as you lean in, let your left leg hold you up, lift your heel and elbow, and then slowly drop the heel, drop the arm. So it's up to you if you want to do a bigger stretch, you can. You do not have to. Drop and drop. You could even challenge yourself by lifting your foot a moment and then drop and drop. Really, I don't want you to, but if you want more of a balance challenge, you can. I want you to feel this in your hip. Drop and drop. We'll go one more, coming over, lift, and then slowly push that heel down, push, and then let the other arm come down. And we're going to bring both hands down by our sides. And I want you to just start to lower your right shoulder. And as you do, notice where your fingers stop. So just naturally stop. No, I just want you to notice, that's it. Come back to center and then drop your left shoulder. I said elbow, I think, last time. Left shoulder, notice where your fingers naturally drop. Come back to center. Do that again. You're dropping your right shoulder gets heavy. Drop your right ear. Notice where your fingers come to and then come back the other side. So yoga, when we're doing yoga, we're like these little yogi investigators, scientists. We're just noticing what's our body, what can our body do today? What's safe for me? What feels good? Because getting to know your body will keep you safer in your life's activities, right? Knowing what you can and can't do is crucial. All right, so we're going to go ahead, have a seat. And then we're going to get a twist in or two. We'll take the right hand on the right shoulder and go ahead, bring that shoulder back and bring your hands on this right leg. So we've done this a lot. You follow the line to the shoulder, come to the other shoulder, and you're expanding. And what makes this so powerful is moving the breath with it. So it's an inhale and then a long exhale. Because when you add the breath, you are starting to manipulate your nervous system. Manipulate is a strong word. You're regulating your nervous system. So if you feel like, okay, I've done a lot, I want to just feel this pose, I want to feel good in my body and balanced, keep that breath nice and even, and fully exhale when you exhale. All right, we'll go one more. Inhale, remember the ribs are lifting. And then fully exhale to where you are pushing all the breath out, all the way down. Yes. So we'll go ahead and we're just changing sides. We're going to bring this left shoulder back and both hands on the left knee. All right. So we'll take this right hand and you're inhaling up that arm over to the other shoulder and open, and then exhaling back down. So bring that breath in, feel the ribs expand, exhaling back. So inhale, fill up with fresh oxygen. Exhale, release, and we'll go one more. Bring it open. And exhale, coming back down. Beautiful. Come back up. We'll bring both hands back to the center. Pause for a moment just to breathe. Feel your feet on the floor. Yeah, let the breath settle. We're going to release the hands to the legs and lift your heels, and we'll draw the knees in towards each other, working a little on the hips, and then opening. So just bring it together. You could squeeze and then releasing back open. So you're coming onto the balls of your feet. You're coming really under the big toe, and then feel the big toe under, and then the pinky toe and the heels come down. And last one, lifting the heels, lift under the pinky toe, squeeze, and then bring them all back down again. Walk your feet back in. We'll take this right foot out and do that rotation again. Both ways. If you haven't switched, do it. And then we'll move the foot just like you're pointing your toe that way, you're pointing it out. In, out, in, out, in, and out. And then bring that foot down, do the other side. And we'll go the other way. And then we're going to point left and right, left and right, left, right, right. And then bring that foot down. And now we're going to go opposite hands, hand and foot. Lift that foot up, and this left hand, this right foot go that way, that way, that way, that way. So I got to get a little brain work in always. Okay. And then bring that foot down, other side. So boom, 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 boom. It's a little confusing. I don't know why, but it is. All right. And then just feel your feet grounded. Feel your seat on the seat. Feel your spine nice and long. Top of the head coming towards the ceiling. That's how tall you are. Feel your shoulders let go. Let go, let go. Bring your hands on the center of your chest. And just feel yourself breathe. And here's the part of the practice where you go, man, I did it. I did it. Yeah. So feel the warmth of your hands against your body. And then bring your hands together and thumbs right at the center of the chest. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure, pure light that's within you guide your way on. Namaste, friends. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Thanks so much.